Matrons, Maria here. In this video I just like to discuss the idea of patrons and matrons. Now the thing struck me particularly today was, the indecisiveness that can come with choosing a matron and a patron, and also the multiple changes of having different patrons and different matrons in your life, and the misconception that you can only have one for your entire life. I view that as a giant misconception, and I don't believe it's true at all. Sorry to those who do, but these are just my personal views. I don't believe through your entire lifetime you're only going to have one matron, one patron, because I feel like they change as you change. Now, I've personally had 5 matrons and 5 patrons during my, I started 16, I was 14, 21 now, 7 years, during my 7 years of practice. I've been changing them. The longest I've had one was 4 or 5 years, was the longest time, and there was an instance when I was first coming out, trying this for myself and trying to figure out, who would work best with me. And, jumping from matron to matron, patron to patron, just trying to figure out who I am. And then I had settled upon a pair for a while, but then I grew out of that phase, if that makes sense. The matrons I had, and these are in order, are Caridwen, Bast, Gaia, and Hecate. And my patrons were the Dagda, Poseidon, the green man, kind of, Cernunnos, and Shiva. Now, when I first started off, I was 14, so it was about 7 years ago, because I'm 21 now. But I was 14, I started off with Caridwen and the Dagda, because I wanted to become wiser. I was young, I wanted wisdom, I wanted to become wiser. I wanted to learn from those who are wise, because at that time I was very young, very, maiden-like in my aspects, and my ways of thinking and, understanding were very limited, and I wanted to expand myself as a person, expand my knowledge and grow. And so I chose for myself the deities who I thought best embodied that type of wisdom I was looking for, the type of structure I was looking for when I was starting out my rituals and stuff, and they helped me a lot. And as I became more knowledgeable, like a year later, I came across Bast and Poseidon. Now, Bast is the one Bast and Poseidon were the ones I had for about 4 or 5 years. Bast is always, I still have a very strong connection with her, like even today, which would another thing that prompted me to make this video was I just felt her presence really strongly. I was just in classroom and I was just like, I can feel her, and I can just feel her in that moment of my moment of my life. And I wanted her because I felt like at that time I was being too hard on myself. I wasn't really embracing my feminine qualities, and she helped me to be more playful, more feminine, in the sense that I accepted myself as being a woman. I didn't feel like it was a negative thing anymore, that I was constrained or confined to these only certain things, that I could do anything, and that I used my power of being a woman as a strength. And with Poseidon, he helped me delve into the deeper parts of myself, but also be able to embrace the strength within me. And I love the ocean. I have mermaid stuff all over my room. There's a mermaid drawing right there, and then I have over there, as above my calendar, is a mermaid painting I got. And I just love mermaids. I have a really unhealthy obsession. It's really bad. But I love mermaids, and so him in the ocean and mermaids, I was like, perfect. And I don't really have as strong as connection to Poseidon. Honestly, the strongest connection I have had so far to patron has been Shiva, but we'll go on to that. And so I worked with these deities about 4 or 5 years, and they basically were there for me when I was in when I was still considering myself a Wiccan, and I was eclectic Wiccan, open to all of the within the confines of the Wiccan traditions, and trading things off here and there between these different traditions that I've followed. And then after that, I think my second year of college. So I think, I don't know, time is like in my head. But I then went to Gaia and sort of Karanunos. I was very big into, like, I was big into feminism in the sense that, you know, Gaia is a woman, she is powerful, she is the nurturer, the giver of all life, mother, everything. And that was when I was changing my views to be kind of like pagan and pantheistic. And connecting with her that way helped me establish myself in my new view of the deities and my new view of the divine. That of the Great Spirit, who is neither masculine nor feminine, but can be like transfixed as both in a sense, because it's gender neutral, but given masculine and feminine qualities at the same time when you like take it apart and look at it and all the different aspects of it through nature when it's personified. And Gaia definitely helped me understand more of my pantheistic views of the world that I have now, because I'm a pantheist. Okay, I believe the earth that I live on is sacred and is the Great Spirit, is the goddess. And so she helped me with that. And then Karen Nunes also helped me, you know, delve into nature and all the hunt and things like that. Just think nature. That's when I was very focused on animism and pantheism. And about a year and a half, almost 2 years ago, maybe it is 2 years ago, I finally changed to Hecate and Shiva. Now Hecate is also a strong force in my life. She has been helping to walk down the path I'm supposed to. She's been guiding me with her light and helping me walk down the path that will lead me to where I want to be in the future, and help me to embrace and face my shadow self and not to be afraid of it, and embrace all the qualities of myself and not to dismiss any of it, because all of it is me. And Shiva has sort of been like my enlightenment figure in my path, because he is, although he's known as a destroyer, he's also a creator, because without him there would not be room for new life. There would be nothing without him, because he has to do his dance. Like if you see the pictures of him dancing on Demon, he is dancing away the evils of the world. He's destroying the constructs, the evils, and those things of the world in order to make room for the new. And like a lot of pictures also have him, like, you know, his eyelids drooping, half closed, half open, you know, looking down, and in his enlightened state, because he is considered one of the most enlightened deities of the Hindu religion. And I wish to achieve, like, I guess, total enlightenment in some form of my own one day, and he has helped me a lot with that. Now, just because I've had 5 matrons and 5 patrons within 7 years of my path does not make me a flake, does not mean I'm indecisive, does not take away the sincerity I've had, the connection I have with each of these deities. It's not the case at all. It just means that I've transitioned 5 times in my path, you know, as a person growing from a 14-year-old to a now 21-year-old. Of course I'm going to go through a lot of changes. Of course I'm going to grow and mature. And so the deities that I chose or came to me during these transitions have helped me through these transitions. They're specifically there for that. And when people say that you can only have one matron, one patron during your path, like you have to pick in the beginning and then that's it, I don't understand it, because what if you do change as a person and that deity doesn't fit you anymore? You're stuck with them, you know? Kind of. And it's just not right, because I don't feel like if you feel like you're stuck with someone and you're not getting out of them what you should, that won't help you to develop your path or develop as a person in general. And I don't understand that. But you don't, so if someone ever tells you, like, oh, you had this many patrons and this many matrons, what's wrong with you? Or like, what happened, you know, kind of thing. Don't listen to that. Because I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, if you have a sincere connection to these deities, you have a sincere connection. There's no one else, like, who can take that away from you. And so I feel that everyone, you know, I mean, don't just choose them for the sake of choosing them, you know. If they come to you, great. If not, but you do feel like the ones you have aren't, I guess, serving you in a sense, you know, helping you to develop, then yes, it's time to move on. And right now, like for the past almost 2 years, Hecate and Shiva have been amazing to me, and they've helped me so much in I feel like my path is definitely stronger within there, and who knows, maybe I will stick with them the rest of my life, maybe I won't. Maybe I do want to have children one day, so maybe when I have children I'll be looking more towards Gaia or other more mother fertility like deities. I mean, when I was younger I chose Bass because she to me represents more of maiden-like aspects of women, and my sexuality and trying to understand that and everything, and my desires, you know, she of course helped with that because those are in her domain, and so of course it makes sense to choose certain deities at certain times. I don't believe you should just have one for the rest of your life, because there's gonna be at some point when you change and that deity just doesn't help you as others can, you know? And so those who say you can only have one, I'm just like, nah, not really. I'm gonna openly disagree with that because I don't believe it's fair or true or right. But I don't know, I just love to hear you guys' ideas or thoughts on this, what you guys think, whether you agree or disagree with me. I love video responses would be great, if not comments, awesome. And I just want to thank you guys, you know, all for your support and bearing with me when I was gone for a year, and the warm welcome I've gotten from everyone is amazing. So I just want to thank everyone for that, and I love you guys. Blessed be. Namaste.